Hello everybody, my name is Pravus, and welcome back to more Going Medieval in the little settlement of Darby, Homontosis. There is a wolf among us. No, I'm not talking about the Telltale game. Much as I wish that I were, we're going to be going and trying to kill said wolf, because I think it's trying to kill Solbasur or somebody. I don't know, regardless, it just seems like stabbing the wolf is probably the right idea. No, maybe it's going after Iceman. No, now we have no idea what it's doing. Well, I don't think it's going to last that much longer. Now it's going for Solbasur. Oh wow, it does a lot of damage. Well, that's a little bit scary, but okay. Let's go ahead and undraft. Solbasur can go and get treated somewhere, and we will be A-okay. So, in the last video, we did get attacked by our first raid, and now we're trying to set up some larger defenses. And these walls, I think, will be pretty darn helpful for us. Now, of course, we do have to be slightly wary of enemies who could crawl up on these hills and possibly rain arrows down upon us, but I'm pretty sure that I've gotten rid of all of the immediate ramps into our area, or at least the ramps that do exist we have managed to wall off in some way. So I think this is about as defended as we can get, shy of terraforming a lot of the hills. I also was wondering if maybe some of these hills had some of the minerals we are looking for, but alas, up to this point, I have not seen anything that I'm really missing. No coal, no iron, no nothing. That really is going to be an issue because I don't know where you're supposed to find those. My only guess is that I am supposed to go digging around like a mole in the earth, and maybe I will find veins of deposits. Oh, lordy a heatwave. As the sun beat down, sweat poured from the workers' slick backs. They tired quickly in the blistering heat, wilting like the crops, which needed to be tended and harvested quickly before they withered. Fan-flippin-tastic. Well, it's a good thing that we do have a root cellar to try and preserve some of our food. That said, let's see. Most of our food has indeed been converted, I think, into... No, it's actually, we're mostly already full down here. We could go harvesting all of our crops. I'm just kind of wondering if there's much of a point. I suppose we can. Let's go ahead and do that. I mean, if worse come to worse, if we have excess food somewhere, it just rots, right? I mean, it's the same deal as letting it wither away. So we'll do that in the morning. That is going to suck. In the meantime, though, I have been looking around a bit more on the map, trying to scour out any iron, and I found something. Look over here. What is this down here in the red area? Hey, look, it's iron! Apparently, there is a chance for iron to be located underneath limestone, maybe gold as well. So if we keep digging around in these areas... it looks like we might actually get something, which is great. So let's go ahead and assign a few more of these mining jobs. We have to get the limestone anyway, right? Might as well, and we can just set ourselves like a little ramp down here and kind of turn this into an open quarry. Oh, fun. And it's also autumn. We had a heat wave, and then really just a couple minutes later, it's now autumn. Cooler days. Well, you know what? That might actually kind of even out the fact that there's a heat wave. Maybe it's just like a prolonged summer, and it's actually going to be completely fine. I don't know. Influence is rising. Now, this I don't know. What does this mean? Flourishing Darby Homontosis grows more influential in the region with each day that passes. This is sure to attract more settlers and perhaps garner unwanted attention from other settlements. Now, how do we cross that magical threshold? Did I get some sort of a wealth value that I wasn't expecting? Could be. Well, okay, so more settlers can be good if we can find the space for it and keep getting plenty of food. More raiders, obviously not so good. All the more reason that we really need to finish placing the rest of these Merlons over here. So let's go ahead and continue lining some of those up. I did deliberately place some more pillars along the wall. So if I'm doing this correctly, there we go. This should be able to support all of them, which is perfect. There we go. The brewing station is set up and ready to go. Okay, so we can produce rough wine from red currants. Okay, ale from barley and beer from barley and herbs. Okay, well, how much better is beer over ale? Well, it does require a higher culinary skill. We have some herbs. I suppose we could try to do this. Alternatively, I think we also have a load of berries, so maybe we should try producing some wine and stuff as well. Let's do both. Let's do this until we have, let's see, it produces 10 rough wine at a time. We'll do at least a couple batches of this. Then we'll try doing some beer using up the herbs, and we will do until we have, let's just say 10 for now. I don't need to go too crazy beyond that. Who's my culinary person again? Cooking, that would be Drew. Drew is delivering resources right now, grabbing some of the many berries that we actually just harvested. Tossing it in over here, and actually with the wall tool shelves already figured out, we should be speeding up our production here. Not by as much as I expected. It's still listed as a spare room. Why? It's actually a great question. Maybe these aren't actually built yet. No, they're definitely built. Well, what's the issue? This is supposed to be a workshop, is it not? Huh. Well, okay. Drew apparently is making some sort of a witch's brew over here. Just the way that he's stirring it, kind of amazing, honestly. But yeah, no, it's not a workstation, and I honestly do not know the reason why. How are defenses coming along? Actually, fairly well. Looks like we're getting some crenellations along the walls pretty consistently all across the board. Not sure if we're going to be able to discover some sort of much better gate tech. That would obviously be fantastic, so we can easily reinforce this. The only thing I know we can get soon is going to be a reinforced door if we go for this defensive structure, and we probably should, though again, without iron ingots, this doesn't immediately do me a whole lot of good. Could go for the wooden weaponry, bowyer's table, woodworking bench, get me some cudgels, some spears, or some short bows. Sure, those are all things. Armorer would let me start making some better infantry armor. And you know, that's actually really tempting, because right now, pretty much all of our people don't have any sort of defense. So I'm a little bit concerned about that. Again, though, until we have iron, maybe there's not a lot of point. What's a mechanical component supposed to do? Cogs and sprockets, axles and chains, the guts of a machine. Fascinating. Okay, these actually do take bricks to manufacture. Okay, so we had to go for that first. What does wooden weaponry 2 do? That is better flails, okay, and then fletching for longbows. Got it. Got it. Okay, so what I'm kind of seeing here as far as my jobs and my current allocation of labor, I'm pretty sure what we are going to end up having to do at some point, maybe not this second, but soon, is have one person dedicated only to constructing, one person dedicated only to farming, one to only cooking, one to only research, and then one other person can kind of be an all-around character, but ideally doing a lot of mining. That seems to be primarily what I'm benefiting from more than anything else. Let's go ahead and unlock the defensive structures. I think it is high time, and now that we do have some stairs down into this area of the mine, we could establish, if this achievement will get in my way, there we go, a couple of quick little deposits mined up over here. I also spotted a little gold right over here as well. 400 golden nuggets, it sounds like, which seems like a lot. I don't know. Only 100 iron nuggets in each of these. Regardless, should be all right. Suffering from the cold. Do we need to actually go through here and manage apparel? I want you guys to start wearing winter apparel if possible, and I'm not sure we actually have any now that I think about it. Let's go to the tailoring bench, and let's make sure we manufacture some winter clothes. This is going to need to be a pretty high priority. Who's our best tailor again? 95542. You're all terrible. You're all terrible. All right, Iceman, after you're done with your nap, you're going to go ahead and start making some clothes because I'm pretty sure at least one of y'all is naked again. What other research do we think would be worth getting right now? Maybe the cooking technology so we can build up some hearths or fireplaces? It's probably a bit better than what we're using right now. All right, we'll go ahead and pick that sucker up. We could go for the decorative banners as well, and that's not, you know, very good for me. I mean, linen cloth isn't something I've manufactured yet, so I don't see any particular benefit there. Wooden weaponry and clay brick making, blah, blah, blah. Well, making coal actually makes a lot of sense. We could get a kiln, and a kiln would allow us to start firing all of our excess wood into fuel. Yeah, let's go ahead and research that now as well. And a raid! Okay, a progeny attack. They wanted slaves. They demanded blood! Indiscriminate raiders intent on pillage and plunder charged into your village. Bit of an awkward phrasing there, but alright. The Darby Homontosis folk took up arms. We're gonna be fighting, it looks like 3 people now. Okay, that's gonna be fun. Quite a few of you guys sitting over here right now. I don't know how much better armed you guys are than what I'm used to, but I see at least a couple of shields, and this looks like armor to me. A little bit worried about some of that, but we do have walls. What I don't have are gates preventing people from getting in, so we should assume they're going to get in. However, as long as we can defend the stairs, we can have some archers up top ready to fire at them. This actually could work very well for me, right, because we can just poke them as they come up these stairs. Iceman, however, we need you to get up here as well. So you two have long pointy sticks, which means you have extra range. Iceman gets up to the very top of the stairs and holds them off right here, while the West go stabby stabby, and the other two go shooty shooty. Yee! I kind of like this idea. All right, so we have the height advantage. Rain death upon them! Or miss every one of your shots. I'm so proud. Seriously. All right, it's working now. Here we go. Stabby stabby. Iceman's holding the ground. They're attacking my stuff! Oh, that's just mean-spirited. All right. Wait, did you go around, or did you just climb up the wall? Forthrid, how did you do that? I don't know. Well, you two can go ahead and just shoot the two people who are currently distracted. The rest of you obviously need to attack Forthrid up over here, which we seem to be doing just fine with. Okay, this guy's trying to attack from the stairs. Looks like we have killed another one, so this is going well. Yeah, actually, this is really defensible. Like, yeah, dude, stay at the top of the stairs and don't let them come up. I like it. 4 enemies have died during the fight. Drew was the bravest this time, dealing the most blows. Well frickin' done, Drew. You're gonna earn yourself some extra red berry wine. All right, well, let's see if anyone can possibly finish this guy off. Except for Iceman and Drew. You guys can do whatever you want. Go heal yourselves up. Paul, see if you can chase him. He's slow, and now he's dead. Perfect. Look at all the loot. Look at all the loot. It's glorious. These marauders didn't stand a chance. I like some of the visual effects of this game, like in the rain, for example. Notice that as it's raining, you can see, I think, like some little puddles will start building up, like over here, for example. And you can see some of the little animated raindrops as they kind of fall, right? And then, like, the water flows off the roof. Yeah, it's little, like, the graphics of the game are fairly humble and kind of fun in their origins here, but, like, these little details, you know, that's what kind of makes it special. And a new settler apparently wants to join. Appearing deranged at first, Lefquin was simply overcome with terror, a pitiful stumbling corpse with wheels from binding and harsh beatings by a cruel master. Hide me, I will die if I am caught. Decide to help her. Good construction intellectual skill. Not much else, if I'm being honest. Do you have any good crafting skills I could use? You're terrible at tailoring and stuff. You're okay-ish in a scrap. You could wield a spear at the very least. I can't say this is extremely exciting, but nonetheless, I think we're gonna have to do it. Some forest bandits are on the way. Alrighty, well, the good news is I was already planning for needing some more space, so let's go ahead and place down another wooden hay bed over here. Okay, so we're ready to go, and I need to find a name. You know what, let's actually go ahead and name you after one of our very own Knights of the Triangle on the Discord server. This is going to be Zivago. Welcome to the party. All right, so it looks like you might already be injured, a dislocated shoulder. Well, we can snap that right back into place. I say snap, I know that's not how it works. Actually, while I was skiing once as a child, my father dislocated his shoulder as he tried snowboarding for the first time. Haha, big mistake. And the way you fix it, apparently, is you pull really freaking hard on that arm until it pops right back in. Pretty terrifying and gross, honestly. Hey, we're finally mining up some iron. Well, it's about dang time. Oh, wow, there's actually more iron underneath. Oh, we'll need to go deeper, huh? Okay, I can go deeper. Iceman, in the meantime, has leveled up to 33 in construction, which some might say is pretty good. Our storeroom is full of ill-gotten gains. And I imagine it's only going to get better because in a few hours, we're going to have some more enemies on the way. Ha ha ha. All right, let's see. So, Convalesce, of course, top priority over there. You're very good at constructing, so I'm going to make that a high priority. Not really that eager for botany. I'll make you a bit of a miner. That could be useful to me at the very least. Smithing, sure, we'll make that into a thing. Carpentry, absolutely not. Tailoring, no way in heck. And then sure, actually, let's go ahead and make research another top priority for you. Beyond that, continue to haul. Okay, so Zivago is going to be fairly useful to me. Let's go ahead and establish these couple hours. Turns out that this many hours of sleep is generally going to be enough unless you have a character who is like, you know, some sort of a perk that affects their sleep. So 6 hours of sleep a day, that's all they're going to need. As for Zivago, you had some melee skills, if I recall, so we're going to go ahead and give you, let's say, another two-handed weapon for now, and then everything else here should be fine. Let's make sure we get you guys some winter apparel, because I don't believe that we have all of that manufactured yet. In fact, so far, it looks like Iceman has completely neglected the tailoring duty. Well, I'll tell you what, then. Since we have a better constructor, or at least a good constructor available, I'm going to go ahead and temporarily make tailoring your top priority. Let's make sure we get enough winter clothes to last, because I don't want anyone freezing to death. That would be very embarrassing for me. And here comes the raid. Lost property. The brute spoke soft but menacing. Zivago belongs to me. Hand over my slave or you will all suffer. They were deadly serious. Well, we could just go ahead and give him back, or say, nah, we're not going to do that. Oh, it's increased to 7 bandits. 7 bandits now. Oh, that's just lovely. Okay. Well, they're all on this side of the map, which means they will probably try to approach me from approximately the same spot as before. I did place down some spike traps on what I imagine is going to be their pathing, coming up the ramp, and then running directly for the opening over here, I think. Also, it looks like my people cannot trigger traps on their own. Well, thank God for that, because otherwise you'd all be dead. Okay, so yeah, they're going to be attacking me pretty soon. They're just forest bandits. I mean, really, how strong can they be? This guy's got an antler helmet. Oh, I want one of those. That sounds kind of cool, actually. All right, so we actually might get to see some of these spike traps in work. I'm curious if this is going to be the thing. Bulbasaur, why did you not come where I told you to? Get over here, please. This is where you belong. All right, stabby, stabby, stabby. Oh, these traps misfire a lot, it turns out. Well, that one's dead. Okay. So we should be taking some shots at you people. Why? Bulbasaur, why are you not shooting? Can we not shoot from here? Oh, we definitely can. I don't know what the problem is. All right, shoot Osborne. Since that one's going for my stuff, I wanna shoot them and make them pay. Beelda Wolf got stabbed 3 times walking up the stairs. I find that absolutely hilarious. Iceman, attack. What do you mean you can't attack this target? This weapon can't attack this target? Yes, it can. Unless he glitched. No, come back over here. What is the issue, and how did the rot... Okay, well... I understand these guys going up the stairs over here, but I'm a little confused. Either way, looks like we are able to stab and kill these guys. That's fine. They are fleeing. 5 are dead. Ha-ha! Drew took the most damage this time around. Iceman blocked the most hits, and Natasha was the bravest, doing the most damage. Very good. Looks like these guys are all going to die. The rest of you... Let's see, are you even injured, actually? Let's just check. Targeted. There's a chance that maybe we can get you. If we can shoot you in the leg or something. There we go. All right, pokey poke. Stabby stab. There we go. No mercy! Everyone gets to go back home. Well, these raids are getting larger and nastier as time goes on. We're going to have to reset all these traps. I assume they do this automatically since I don't see a reset option. They were only slightly effective. Not the best things I think I've ever seen. We're going to need some more freaking graves and stuff too, aren't we? Yeah, unmarked graves. Again, none of you deserve anything better. So we're just going to go ahead and place you down over here or something. I don't know. Can animals dig up the graves? Because if they can, that's actually slightly horrifying. But I doubt it. You know what? That doesn't seem the sort of thing they would do, right? Nah, probably not. So here's a question. When do I get to go trading? Do I ever get to go trading? Because I'm already accumulating a whole load more armor than I think I know what to do with. I don't think we can interact with any particular settlements. I don't even know what this regional influence thing means exactly. To gain influence, you enrich your wealth by amassing resources and constructing buildings. Victories in battle and repelling enemy raids increases influence even faster. 100% means we're the most influential. Well, as fun as that is, what I need is the trading option because I have things I'd like to sell. Not that as far as I'm aware there's any currency in the game, but you get the idea. If we're going to have all this stuff, like, I don't know, I got to have a place to put all of it. I've extended the barn out a little bit, which is nice, I suppose. We could build out some more crafting buildings and possibly start dismantling more. Heck, what I may actually need to do now is pretty soon set up like a 2-story crafting building, right? With some hallway leading up to like 8 rooms, 8 different crafting rooms, all in one building between 2 stories. That might be the most compact way for me to do things, now that I think about it. Yeah, I might have to do exactly that. I'm not too sure. It just feels like there's a lot more that we need to do, and 6 people is good, but certainly not enough. What I really need is a more talented crafter. Some really talented crafting would go a long way. 45 books now, by the way. Let's go ahead and research the armorer so I can learn how to work with this. So leather armor, leather helmets, better bucklers, and so on. Stop relying on the flimsy gear that we're getting from forest bandits and start crafting something a little bit more prestigious. And winter has arrived. Okay, winter held Darby Homontosis in its icy grip, so the settlers gathered around the fire on long, dark evenings. They need to bundle up in warm clothing and heat their chambers to beat the chill. Heat their chambers? Wait, what? That was a thing I did not know I needed to do. Do we need hearths? It's a stone fireplace, welcoming and functional. I assumed that this was going to be used primarily for the cooking. Now I'm concerned that we need it for heating the average rooms. Thermal insulation, structure dimensions, value, blah, blah, blah. I don't know, actually. What does qualify as making people warm? Because a hearth makes sense. I understand how a hearth is supposed to work. It's not exactly a stove, which in hindsight I guess is kind of what I might have expected. Although, also, I do know that this is available for cooking, right? Yeah, it produces a whole bunch of different stuff here. Even pickled vegetables. Ooh, pickled vegetables. That would be a great way to preserve a lot of my stuff. Yeah. I truthfully do not know what we are going to need with that. I mean, I have winter clothing and stuff, and that's probably good. Making some caps would probably make some sense. This is something we should do. Let us produce at least a good couple of caps out of whatever. It could be leather, it could be, I don't really care what. Something we can put on their heads that's a bit more insulative than straw or a savage plate helmet. Actually, this thing's pretty good now that I think about it. Oh, it's a really, really good helmet. Anyway, yeah, I think that's ultimately what we need to be doing. Iceman, you decided to be the Lord of Terror, huh? Oh, that's fine. Have some fun with that nonsense. There we go. Sewing this up pretty nicely. Okay. We should have plenty of materials, given how much stuff we've been dismantling as of late. Oh, I did forget to put more of a roof over here, didn't I? Let's actually fix that real quick before I forget it. Something like this. There we go. Then we can expand out the barn a bit more. I'm starting to build out this facility here, which once I place down some stairs and some floors and such, I can place another round of rooms up top. It's actually going to look a little bit like my old apartment building. But there we go. Are those 3 wolves? 4 wolves? Oh, boy. There are 4 wolves outside. Well, I'm not really thrilled about that. Fortunately, we do have some reinforced gates up and running, so that should be okay. Yeah, I don't know what to expect with this. We might be setting ourselves up for some horrible failure in the mood, depending if they're really, really cold. So far, these guys aren't suggesting... Oh, there we go. Chilly. Well, not as bad as it could have been, probably. Let's see. Sturdy linen cap and leather wintering clothes. Yeah, I mean, this is probably the best I can get you. Huh. I don't know. Maybe we need to be concerned about this. Maybe, I mean, it's warming up a little bit outside. Winter could be what kills me, but we will have to come back to that in the next video. Thank you all very much for watching. I do hope that you enjoyed. If so, then I would humbly ask that you hit that like button, leave a comment, and subscribe. And I will see you guys next time.